All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. First of all, can you please just give me a heads up? Is the sound okay and the screen is okay? On the screen, you just can see just a still screen, but is the sound okay for everybody? So we can actually kick off this live streaming. Is the sound okay? Okay, fine. Well, that's actually good to know. All right, so welcome to this edition of live streaming, which is going to be today in English, and we will be doing live coverage of um, the U.S. jobs report, and hopefully, if we are lucky today, to do some trades ahead of, or at least for of the US session or the beginning of the data comes out. So since the sound is okay, or since the sound is clear, let me switch to the screens. First, this is the US futures. Can you see the screen well? And if so, please let me know. So as I can um, uh, ultra latency. Okay, can you see it now? Is the screen okay? Up and running? All right. Well, so everybody's waiting for the U.S. jobs report today, which is expected. Let's go into our main screen and let's have a look at multiple stuff. So basically, what we will be looking at, of course, as always. Try to minimize this. How this goes, yeah. Okay. So basically, we've seen after a few days of the U.S. dollar like went up multiple days in a row. We're starting to see some sort of a retracement to the downside once again. But this is again, this is not a big deal. But at the same time, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to the U.S. jobs report today. Estimates are pointing to a higher number or higher numbers. Let's have a look real quick at ECO, which is the economic calendar. So last month, which is or the month before, in December, we had this unexpected decline in the jobs, which basically the U.S. economy lost 140,000 jobs, and this month is expected to be higher, to add 105,000. And we will be waiting for the 2-month payroll net revision, which means that, or usually what happens is basically this number will be revised either lower or higher, we don't know. And of course, we will look at the private payrolls, which was also better than expected. Manufacturing payrolls at the same time is expected also the unemployment rate to remain stable at 6.7%. And finally, the average hourly earnings, which we will be watching the most. The month over month, the year over year, both are expected to show some slowing down. On the month over month, 0.3 and 5% for the year over year, which is what we will be watching the most, as I said, because this is a very important indicator for the Federal Reserve and about inflation and so on. All right. So that's the one thing. So if we will be looking about scenarios, and let's go back to the dollar index first. So for the past few days, again, as I said, we had this pattern on the daily chart, which was a head and shoulder pattern. And at the same time, if you want to take it from whatever you want to do, it's either you want to take this as the right shoulder or the left shoulder, and here's the head. And finally, we saw the right shoulder, and then that's the neckline. And this is when the US dollar index continued to rise further. Yesterday we had today we had just a slight decline earlier today, and up until now, it looks like this decline will not continue for a long time. And one of the main reasons why I'm saying this is because of the U.S. 10-year yields, which is the U.S. GG 10-year, which keeps on rising, and today we are back to 116, and a few days back, and this is one of the reasons why we sent out the report to short gold for the past few days. I will answer all your questions one by one. Just let me finish first, just the first 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll answer all your questions one by one, and nobody will leave without answering all of your questions today. So bear with me, and I'll be definitely with you along the way. So the 10-year yields, the U.S. 10-year yields or the bond yields is basically at the highest level this year, the highest level since also since the beginning of March 2020, since the beginning of COVID, and we've seen almost the same scenario back in 2011, when gold already actually crashed all the way from 1900 all the way back down. So this might be the same scenario, but I wouldn't say it would be as bad as bad as 2011. So going back to the dollar index today. So if we're going to look at the short term, where after the completing this formation, I would be looking at the 15 minutes chart to see how much the US dollar actually retraced from yesterday's move. So this is yesterday's move, which is straight up ahead throughout the day, and I would be interested to see where we can long the dollar one more time, and this is where I'll be looking at. So from yesterday's low to today's high, or during the Asian session high, and if you look at the chart here, the 50% that was tested earlier this morning around 1 p.m., it actually led the US dollar index also to bounce off it, which means that the cycle that we're trading right now, or the Fibonacci that we actually put this morning, is actually right. Meaning we have two options. Either we keeps pushing higher from here, and this might be also a good idea if we are looking at a good jobs report when it comes to the unemployment, if the numbers comes in with a much better than expected when it comes to the new jobs, the unemployment, also the average hourly earnings. All of these might actually be the catalyst for the US dollar to keep on going higher. But at the same time, I wouldn't still be surprised if we see a slight dip all the way to 91.30, maybe ahead of the news, before the upside trend continues. So, or at the same time, that's not a new trend for the US dollar. It is just another retracing before the downtrend continues later this year because of the policy of the Federal Reserve. So, and at the same time, if we look at the broader outlook and the last decline that we saw in the US dollar, that's the top and that's the bottom, there is still more room for the US dollar to go around here, which is the 91.74 and even the 92.36. So that would be the area where we would be targeting to start shorting. But from now until then, I'll be more interested in buying the US dollar today at least, but we will have to wait and see where we can actually buy it. Okay, so that's for the US dollar index very quickly. So that's the plan. We would be waiting for either a dip to buy it or another rally to short it. So we will just wait for the numbers first to come out, and then we will be deciding what we will do. Okay, so we have 165 68 viewers today. Thank you all for coming, and thanks for all the likes. We had like 91 likes already so far, so that's actually good. That's impressive. Thank you all for coming. Of course, when we are talking about the dollar index, we have to talk about the rest of all the other currencies. A lot of questions are coming about the British pound, which is I totally understand why everybody is talking about the British pound, especially after yesterday's decision. Yesterday's decision was as expected from Bank of England. Bank of England decided to keep everything unchanged, as widely expected, but at the same time, the bank said that everybody needs to be aware of, or everyone should be prepared for negative rates. Despite that, and usually when you talk about negative rates, just what happened last week to the euro, the euro dropped significantly lower, all the way back to 1965. But the British pound did the opposite. And I know the confusion, but the remarks about the new, or the remarks about negative rates, about negative rates from the UK, it's not something new. We already know this like for a long time ago. That's number one. Number two, the Bank of England was not that much of convincing enough for the market to say, okay, negative rates is coming in the next meeting or two. It might be at least, it might be at least 3-4 meetings ahead of us. So that's one of the reasons. At the same time, from a technical point of view, the British pound is still trading within a bullish channel on the daily chart, but at the same time, we still have this area between 137 and 137.40. Since the beginning of the year, we're trying to break above this level, but so far with without any chance, at least for the time being. So that's why I would like to keep an eye on this level today and see what the British pound might actually do, because so far the channel is still intact. So that would be one of the things that I will be looking at. And if we look a little bit back from a technical point of view, but a smaller view, and if you look, let's get rid of this one. If you look at since the beginning of the year, maybe or until now, we're still trading within the same choppy range. So we might actually test 37.50. That's actually possible. But at the same time, from the last drop that we're seeing here, there is actually clear resistance here at the probably over the 76% Fibonacci. And so far, it did actually act as a quite good resistance, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case for today, especially that even on the shorter term or the shorter outlook, we're also, let's take that off, sorry. We're also trading, oh, come on, not at the same time. Sorry. We're still trading kind of within a range that we needed to keep an eye on. So I'll keep the British pound also under my radar, but so far there's no big trade yet. As for the euro, we tested the 50-day moving average and also the euro on the daily chart. There was a chart that we talked about the other day on the Arabic live streaming. I guess it was the Arabic one. Oh yeah. So it was a head and shoulder, and it broke the neckline, which was a little bit straight, but at the same time we reached the 50-day or the 100-day moving average, which is a very important level to keep an eye on today. So far today, the euro is up by almost like just quarter, or like 0.20% only. But so far, technical indicators are still pointing lower. On the shorter term, even for today's cycle, after yesterday's dump, I would be more interested to see the euro, or to start, even if I'm going to be shorting the euro, I would be interested to short the euro between 120, 119.98, and 120.10. That would be my limit to short the US dollar. To short the euro at least during this session. So we'll keep an eye and see what we can do today, or if it's gonna give us any kind of like good levels to short, good levels to buy. The Canadian dollar also, let's take a look real quickly. There you go. There's a Bank of England Deputy Governor, Dave Ramsden. he just said negative rates is just a contingency. No plans to use it now. So that's another reason to keep the British pound actually higher. And that actually also explains why the British pound also rallied yesterday. The dollar CAD also, we had a very nice trade on it last week for the rally that we saw after breaking the downtrend channel. Now it's kind of like flagging, but at the same time, the one thing that keeps the dollar CAD from rising all the way up to 29 is because of the oil prices. But today we have the Canadian jobs report too. So we might actually get something today, especially if the numbers were like bad numbers, because from Canada, jobs and unemployment, I mean, yes, they are expected to lose 40,000 jobs. So that might be actually another good trade, which is the dollar CAD to long with tight stop, maybe 2760s or 2770s before the upside continues. Okay, but anyway, oh, we just hit 200 viewers, so thank you all for coming, and let's hope this is actually a good day. If we made like 200 followers to make money today, that would be actually really good. I would feel good. Anyway, so that's the Canadian plan. We might actually go long, but we will have to wait and see. What else do we have? We talked about gold already, XAU, and gold. Let's just talk about gold just a little bit real quick. Yeah, gold was also trading within, again, tried multiple times to break multiple moving averages. It failed to do so. It went all the way back down, and it broke the trend line like on the shorter term. Now it even tried to break higher today. But at the same time, I would like you to, why I love Fibonacci the most, and I use it on a daily basis. If we look at the decline that happened yesterday, or the dump, or whatever you want to call this, I mean the sell-off that happened yesterday. So that's from yesterday's high to also yesterday's low. Gold just made a retracement by 50% and then it dumped again. This is when it gives you the idea of, okay, well, we're not going anywhere, or we're not going to be rallying that much. So even today, after the US jobs report, I believe this still might be kind of like a spike all the way 1816 maybe, and then at the end of the session we will retreat all the way back, where I guess 1785 is easy. But again, we will be choosing the best entries first, much better than a chasing. So I will not be chasing anything. So if we miss the move, we miss the move. We have another day. We have there's always tomorrow. Someone said also sell dollar yen. That might not be actually a good idea at all. It would be actually a good idea because, again, dollar yen has been going up at least since the beginning of the session, the European session, which is something, yeah, have a look. I mean, I would definitely be looking into kind of short position because it's too extended. Why would I be buying something that is already at the highest level since the beginning of the year, at least at the beginning of the year? Yeah, why would I be actually buying something like this, which is a little bit concerning now. But the question is where to short. That would be the question, or the biggest question is where to short. So this one is 116.70, 106.70. Yeah, I mean it's a tough one, but that would be definitely something to keep an eye on, where we could actually short dollar yen. So yeah. All right. What else do we have? What else do we have? Silver. Did anybody got caught by the silver squeeze? The one that everybody talked about last week at the beginning of the week. The gap that actually opened all the way to 30, and then there we go. We're back down. But silver might be a little bit different than gold because it's still, I believe it's still undervalued. Okay, we have like 7 minutes, I guess. So for yesterday, dump all the way 60 and then back down. But if we look here from last week, before even the talk about gold and whatever, we are still kind of ranging within the same retracement area between 27 and what, 2610. So I'll still keep an eye on this one if gold will be able to, or if silver will be able to decline. Futures for today, the U.S. I can still see all the futures higher. Sorry, here's the futures. Yeah, so futures are still actually higher across the board. So we have 125 points in Dow, S&P 14, and Nasdaq also 32. We had like a couple of earnings right after the market opens, right after the market closed yesterday. Some are good, some are bad, but at the same time, it's still pushing equities higher. So please let's do Nasdaq 100. I mean, these are all overextended when it comes to U.S. equities. They are all overextended, but at the same time, I can't just pull a plug and short it because we're still pushing up higher. Even today, I guess Nasdaq is expected to open up at record high today. Definitely not for short, but at the same time, would I actually buy it here? It is still also very complicated trade, if I may say. Okay, so this is what we will be doing today. We'll be watching gold. We will be watching the euro. We will be watching the Canadian dollar, the yen. Yes, it will be on my radar, but at the same time, again, I'll be just watching what it might actually happen right after the news. Okay, there is no need. There is no reason for any one of you to react quickly to the numbers. Once the numbers are out, we will look into them and then we'll see what happens. We might not see any kind of move at the beginning of it. We might not see a move up until 6:30, like means an hour after, up until the U.S. market is physically open. The U.S. stock market is open. So from now until then, we will see what we can do. If we find a trade, we enter. If we don't find a trade, we don't enter, and there's always tomorrow. If there will be a trade, it's going to be on your screen, just like this example. You will find it just like this on your screen. And also, I'm gonna let you know directly by voice that hey, I'm going to buy euro dollar. I'm gonna short gold, whatever. I'm gonna say it in voice, and at the same time, I'm going to um, I'm going to say it by voice, and at the same time, I'm going to write it on the screen. And also on the top right of the screen, you will find the closed trade and also the active trade. So if there is anything, you will see it on the screen, and I'm going to say it also by voice. You don't need to see my face today. I don't think so. That would not be a very good idea. So you might just need to hear my voice, I guess, for today. Okay. Let's. We have almost another 4 minutes until the numbers, so I'm just gonna read through any kind of questions that I did not actually answer. We talked again the euro. We talked about sterling, dollar. All of these are okay. Fine. Well, I guess nothing to do now except just to wait and see what we can do. Okay, question. Did any one of you traded that stock, GME or AMC? If you did, just type 1 in the chat. I just want to know if any one of you actually traded that stock. We're not going to be talking about it that much, but anyway, GME today is GME. So if any one of you actually traded that stock, just type 1 in the comments, and I'll reply after. Okay. Yeah, we'll just put it up. Here we go. I'm just gonna show you where GME is at now today. Is just at $56. Okay. Well, we have actually like a lot of people that actually traded that stock. Oh. Okay, please. Oh, how can I help you? Please help me. What's going on? Yesterday got burned. Okay, just be careful, guys, with all this thing happening right now. So, okay, we have 1.5 minutes up until the numbers comes out. I'm just gonna keep the euro dollar here on the side. Then we'll see what we do. Let's go with gold. We will go with anything that we see possible and reasonable. So, whoever like asks, just like please help me. Just let me know what's your question, and I'll be happy to help. And the euro, again, as I said, I'll be more interested if it goes to 120 and 120.10. I'll be interested more to short, not to buy it. I'll be more interested to short. So once the numbers comes out, again, I'll be announcing the numbers. I'll put it on the screen, and you'll see it. I'm new in this trading, don't know stocks, but still studying forex moves. Okay, well that's good, Richard. If you're a beginner, just stay where you do, and try not to just go with the flow. Oh, we have 265 viewers already. Wow, guys, that's kind of a record, I guess. Um, Gold trade, not yet. We did not trade. We don't have any trades yet. Once there is any trades, I will let you know. But I'll be more interested also in shorting gold, not in long, at least for the time being. The same thing goes for the euro, at least for the time being. Okay. But once it's done, I will let you know, and you will see it on the screen. So the numbers coming out now. Basically, the U.S. Well, there you go. I'm just gonna put it out for you. The U.S. jobs, we have 49,000 new jobs only, and 2 months revision is minus 159,000. Private payrolls disappointing. Manufacturing lost another 10,000. Unemployment rate is 6.3%. Wow. It's down. Well, I'm guessing participation rate is down. Yes. Average hourly earnings is down. Average hourly earnings is on the year over year is good. That's kind of very tricky numbers, though. It's very tricky numbers. So it is actually very tricky. Let's just keep. Let's have a look at the Canadian number first, because also and ouch, that's bad. Okay, that's bad. Participation rate, it's also full time. Okay, I guess we might actually go with the Canadian trade first. We might actually go with the Canadian. But let's what we can do first. Okay, let's do. You don't need to react to any. Don't overreact. Just stay put. Let's see if we find any good entries first, and then we'll talk about it. So here's the first reaction for the Canadian: a spike, and then just a pull back. Um, yeah, I'll be interested to see if this is going to continue. Okay, so hold on. Let me just. Don't need to overreact. Don't get caught by the move, by the initial moves. Okay, just take a breath. Right here, just keep watching. I'm just checking some other charts. Yeah, just again, don't get caught by the initial moves. Okay, that's the most important thing. So we'll be watching the euro again. We'll be watching the Canadian dollar and see where we can actually catch it if possible. Wait a second. So the euro is at 120 almost. where this is stop, if it's going to stop. And that's it, Canadian. Let's have a look at where is it? Let's look at Euro real quick. Okay, we'll give you more information about trading, but just let us keep going with the news now, and we'll try to give you as much as possible in a little bit once we are done with this. Okay, so now the euro is testing 120. Let's see for how long it can actually hold, if it will be able to hold. Okay. Canadian also is the same, nothing much really. Don't get caught by the initial move, just stay put. Um, because this is not going to be a one-way trade, so don't get caught again by the initial move. Or British pound trying to push, but yep. Don't get caught by initial move. Here's the 120. I would like to see 120.10 before deciding on the euro or any other trade. I'm not, well, I'm not, again, I didn't take any trade yet. Didn't take any trade yet. I will let you know once I enter any trade. Here's the euro here, 120.08. And please, anyone in the chat, please do not force people to trade. Because one of the most important things that I'm looking at here is the average hourly earnings that is already on the year over year. It's up by 5.4. If we look at this 5.4, where did it go before that? Let's have a look real quick. Yeah, 5.4 is basically the same as the previous number, which is definitely up. So I'm gonna stay my ground and wait. Yeah, because okay, here's it. Aussie daily argument ECB. You know, yeah, I would love to wait and not just to get caught by the move. Facing resistance, yes. 120 and 120.10 is a huge resistance area for the euro. So I'm still thinking about shorting the euro one more time, but I would love to short around 128, 120.08. That's my first number. And dollar CAD is 128.02. So this is my area to start shorting on the euro. So that's the euro. What else can we do? 1 second. You don't need to do caps too. Relax. We're gonna be just fine. All right, here's also gold. Change the headlines down there. Don't worry. Well, I mean, the stream's gonna go on up until we finish. So nothing much really yet. Because we have two elements. Unemployment is down, and at the same time, payrolls increased. I did not take any trade yet, so hold on. Payrolls. Those are all the numbers. That comes out. Yeah, just breathe a second. Hold on. You don't need to react. I haven't taken any trades yet. So we did. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, 120. Again, the euro. Nothing much really is happening. And here's gold, same thing. Do Canadian one more time. Yeah, because oil is slipping down. Canadian might be actually a good account. Excuse me. Heartbeat is fast. No, just relax. Like, take a breath. It's not a big deal. You don't need to stress out. I just don't want anyone to be caught by the first move, by the initial move, and then things turns around. As always, that's what happened. At least in the NFP days. So, all right. So here's what happened with Canadian. We went all the way pump and then dump. I'm just gonna reread the Canadian data one more time. Eco. Unemployment is bad. They lost 212,000 jobs. Participation is lower. A full-time way below estimates, or at least below the previous numbers. Also part-time, losing part-time. Hourly wages 5.9. Of course, they will be forced to, and international merchandise trade is in deficit. So there is actually no reason for the Canadian dollar to be strong. What does that mean? That means is we might actually take our first trade. All right. Here is our first trade. I'm going to long the Canadian dollar, dollar CAD. I'm going to buy dollar CAD. Okay. So that will be my first trade. USD CAD, long, buy market, which is 128.02. 128.02 long dollar CAD, and I'm going to post it on the screen. Let me post it first on the screen so you can all see it, and then we'll see what we do. Active trades. Long, which is long means buy, okay? Buy USD CAD at market 1.2802. Stop at the lows. Nothing much. So stop for the lows. What is it low today? 27.86. So 27.85. 1.2785 is our stop. Not more than that. We don't need to risk much. Okay. The first trade is up, is on the screen. And I'm going to send it also in a yellow. Where is it? Ian, breaking trade alert. Buy USD add at 02 stop loss at 785 for now. All right. Here's your trade alert for the day. That's the first one. Who took the dollar CAD? Take profit? Well, at least I mean, I would love to see another high. So 28.30, that will be my first one. If it gets us to 128.30, that'll be perfect. That would be my first take profit. Okay, gold didn't do much yet. 1803. So that's the first. I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna put this one as 85 is our 85 is our stop. So let's do apply what I do. Apply color. This one. That's our stop. And see if it actually gonna go or no for total CAD. Let's go to. But again, small risk. You don't need to go all in because we might take more and more trades. Let's do XAU. Gold, nothing much yet. So we try it again, like over the high 1810. I'd love to see 16. That will be even better. That would be even better. But anyway, we will keep the stop. By the way, the stop loss for the dollar CAD is as mentioned on the screen, 1.2785. And the target, I mean, I would love to see another high, at least another high. So if you would like a target at 1.2830 at least. 30 to 1.2850. Okay. Take by 2. Stop loss at 27.85, target one spot 28.30, 28.50. That would be my initial ones. That's only if we didn't get or we don't get stopped out. So if we do so, we still have more time for more trades later today. Gold's still the same. The euro is 120.07. So let's see if this is going to hold also for the euro. 1 second. There we go. That's the second level that the euro needs to see, or at least let's wait and see if it's going to be able to cross it or no. Well, the data news will go up or down. Well, 10-year yields is still 114, so I'm not sure gold will actually keep on going higher. 10-year yields back to 117, 115. Yeah, I guess the major move, we will be seeing it at the beginning of the US session, which is going to be like in 45 minutes. The stream, guess what? We will keep it until the end of the US session. So we are here until the market close. So if you have any questions, we will answer it. Here we go. So here's the 120.12 and the euro. That's Canadian also. I mean, risk reward is totally fine. And don't change your stop in dollar CAD. Keep the stop as it is. There's one more push. I mean, gold not really hot after yesterday's move. Right. All right. I'm going to one more time. Let's see, where's Canadian? 90. Oh, we might actually get stopped out on the Canadian dollar. Okay, let's 85 or 84. Yeah, 85. Keep your stop on the Canadian dollar as it is. You don't change it. So far, we're losing 11 pips. Protect. Oh, 785. Okay, fine. Euro dollar going to the moon. Did you buy GME? Okay, 17. All right, 88. Let's see if the dollar CAD will be able to survive here or no. Let's see, 88. I mean, 3 pips. I don't know if it's going to be able to hold it, and I don't want to change the stop either. So can I ask, where did you get your news release? Bloomberg. That's my main news source. Bloomberg. All right. Here is 87. Do not change the stop on dollar CAD, no matter what. $88 still surviving, and the euro is at 16. I would like to see that. Dollar CAD is still. Any thoughts on the euro? I'm actually still thinking about shorting the euro. Please explain why you took the Canadian position. I will explain why. Have a look at the numbers first. It's both. Canada, sorry. Oh, man. So, unemployment rate is up to the roof, 9.4%. Okay, they were expecting it to 8.9, flip the number. They lost 212,000 jobs. They were expecting to lose only 40,000. Participation rate is not that important for them, or at least for the time being. Full time is also slowing down, just only 12, and they lost 225 part time jobs, which is what they actually weigh on these days because of COVID. So that's number one. Number two, looking at the chart daily. Daily is still positive. The daily chart, it is still positive. And by the way, at the same time, if you look at it, this is kind of a flag on the daily chart. I mean, if I want to change I just don't like to change my stop, um, and it's just, I mean, that's the flag that I'm looking at, and I just don't like to change my stop, and I would actually keep it either though, like I would put it a little bit lower, 77, but I don't like just to lose that much. I like to keep my losses as small as possible while maximizing profits. So let's see if this 85 is going to hold for today or no. We have 3 pips, and I don't like that small margin. So daily and 15, that'll be the most. Okay, so that would be one. The Euro 18, one more time. Let's see if it's going to be able to. And at the same time, if you look at it, the euro didn't do much. 2017, 2019, 20. Yeah, let's see if this is gonna hold or not. Because US 10-year is back to 116. That is definitely not good for gold, too. I think I'm gonna go with gold. But the stop is gonna be a little bit wider. A little bit wider. All right. I mean, where is the 10-year? One more time. 1 second. Okay, the euro is trying to stay back to. Okay, guys, who's interested in gold? I'm actually going to take that too. I think I will do that. Okay, what's going up now? You did not see that coming on USD CAD? What do you mean? I did not see that coming. Which one? The numbers, you mean? Not as bad as they, no, not as bad as they thought. And my next trade would be gold. Trade. Okay, let's take gold. Let's go ahead and I'm going to short gold 1800 because US 10-year is back. So here's gold. I'm going to short gold 1800 buy market. Okay, I'm shorting gold 1800 by market. And I am shorting the euro as well. So we will have 3 trades. I'm shorting the euro 1207. I'm going to post them all on the screen, but now I'm short gold at 1800 and the euro at what's the fill? 07. All right, and I'm going to post them on the screen, on the top screen. Okay, there we go. I'm just okay. Short bar USD, buy sell. Bar USD at 27 top. Okay. Sell gold at 1800 stops. I'll do the stop for gold 1812, the high for the day. All right. So we have 3 trades. We have 3 trades. I mean, I'm glad that Canadian dollar bounced off. We have 3 trades. So for take profits, okay. 1 second. For take profit, each trade we will be looking for 25 to 30. Once we hit once we hit that first take profit, what I do usually is I would close half of the position, and then leave the rest until the end of the session. So we have 3 trades. They are on the screen. You can see them all. Short the buy dollar CAD, selling euro, selling gold, and the stop is also on the screens. So now we just need to do is sit and wait. Gold, I'll be interested to see at least the low of the day, which is 1785, or the low of yesterday, 1800, 1785. So that would give us around like $15. All right, is that clear? What do you mean by only one, Abra? All right, those are my 3 trades. Yeah, I mean, yes, we did at $1,800. At $1,800, it's on the screen on the top right corner. Oh, all right. So 3 trades. Let's hope at least we get 2 of them, at least, or hopefully we can get both or the 3 of them. Um, no worries, that's totally fine. Can't see what it's on the top right screen where there's there's active trades and closed trades. Active trades is on the right side. It closed trades and then it moves back to see you. Wait, hold on. It's on the top right, guys, where it says closed trades. It keeps looping, by the way. The other 2, we have short gold at 1800. Now it's 1798, and short the euro at 120.07. It's on the top right on the screen. Joseph, on the top right on the screen, where it says active trades. Okay, take profit for all the trades. I would love to see 25 to 30 pips. If we get there, we would close half of the position and then we wait. All right. Here's 98 gold, 90, 97. There we go. And the stop survived for dollar CAD. That's actually good too. Yep, you can see it now. Okay, great. Okay, shall we put some music on? Oh, I'll put some music on like when we get to some profits. Gold, my take profit is around. I mean, I would love to see 1785. So the low of yesterday, that will be my first target. Hopefully. Okay, here's gold. Euro 120.03 is 97 gold. Keep going. Canadian dollar, nice bounce off. So the stop survived. Music for happy. I'll put it later, just in a little bit. I'll put it in a little bit. Just let's hope that we make money first, and then I'll make you some DJ session if you want. Same question. What's the TP for gold? Again, I would love to see 1785, which is yesterday's low. If we get there, I would close half of the position and leave the rest. Okay? But for now, do not change your stops. Keep your stops put, whether for the euro or for the Canadian or for gold. And they're all on the screen on the top right. I'm going to change the yellow one so you will be able to understand. Okay. Here's the yellow. $70. What's the again? All right. Here's the take profit also on the screen for all the trades. Euro, we were looking for 1970 at least. Dollar CAD 128.30 at least, and also gold 1785. Yeah, I just put my stop loss at 18.12 for gold, not 0.9. I mean, you can put it 0.9 if you think that's the right if you think that's the right stop. Go ahead. Well, I mean, we shall see. I mean, again, I might be wrong too. You never know. But that's what I currently see. Gold trade is doing good, $3 in. But let's wait and see what happens. Anyway, 30 minutes until the US Open. I will show you my P&L once we're done. No worries about that. And my positions are a little bit small. I mean, not a little bit, but they are actually just small ones today. The only big one is gold, basically. But the big one is gold. So let's wait and see what happens. Nope, I'm currently in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. Yeah, US 10-year yields at 18. Whoa, look at that. US 10-year yields, a new high. That should not keep gold here for long. We should see gold dumping very, very, very soon. If this keeps on going like this. I mean, it is a little bit, I'm a little bit worried about just to stop a little bit, but I also don't like to move my stop. Anyway, if we lose in Canadian, we still have the euro, we still have gold, which, I mean, gold I have like the most faith in since US 10-year yield keeps on pushing higher, so that's good. So, I mean, let's see what happens. But so far, we're still good. Gold, $4 in. Yeah, I'm not worried really about gold right now. 10-year yield keeps on pushing higher, like 118. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. I mean, don't forget, it's Friday. It might not be like a full day today. Most likely we will see some sort of a quick move at the beginning of the session and then we're out. Okay, here we go. Gold, 17.95. And now 10-year yield is at the highest since January 12th. That is something to keep an eye on. So, yeah, probably it might be actually the best trade for the day gold. So let's see what happens from now until the beginning of the session. Anyway, U.S. Futures currently is showing more and more. Still up, so 129.31 or 129 points. We have S&P like 15 and a quarter, and also Nasdaq 100 is 37 points so far. So that will be. And if we take a look at also crude oil, it is still up, but also that's one thing that might actually put some drag on dollar CAD, but so far it's still also kind of okay. I do hold overnight. I mean, currencies, yes, but stocks barely, unless if it's like a swing trade for a long, long time. So, yeah, that's oil that is still up by 1%, even though it was higher than that. But so far, we're still okay. Okay, so now also we have some comments from Swiss National Bank. Policy must respond to CHF pressure. So we buy some dollar Swiss? I'm not sure. I can send gold now, or I missed it. I mean, we're already $5 in. I mean, you can, but your stop will be a little bit higher. That's why I said at the beginning, do not get caught by the initial reaction. So just breathe, have a look at the numbers one time, second time, third time, and then decide what you want to trade. And there's always tomorrow. If you missed a trade today, try not to miss it tomorrow. I was selling gold for 2 days. Good. Yeah. I mean, during the week, at the beginning of the week, we sold gold when it was 1838. That was a live coverage also, or another trading session, but it was in Arabic. Okay, so let's have a look just in general at the currency market. So New Zealand dollar is still up. Aussie is also still up. Dollar CAD 28, and we have also Swiss quarter. So we don't have that much of a big moves. I mean, the biggest move currently is just in the euro, which is 0.4%. That's the only one currently. So we will see what happens. Another lockdown in Germany for an extension for another 2 weeks. That's not pleasant. We are short euro dollar at 120.07. So currently we're almost break even on everything. So we're not losing, we're not making money that much. The only thing that makes us money right now is gold, which is just only $2, not that much. But yeah, let's keep that in mind. So currencies are still metals also for today. Gold, there you go, 99. Trying to go back up. Oil is kind of like just posting some kind of a push higher here. But anyway, okay, let's go back to where do we let's wait and see what could actually happen. How frequently do you live? I'm loving it. Okay, I'm glad that you love it. Despite the fact that we didn't make that much money yet, we might not actually do that much money today. But currently, we will have like 2 live streamings a day. 2 live streaming a week, one in Arabic, one in English. We had it at some point at the end of last year, every day in Arabic. It did work well, and then we had to stop for just a little bit. So lot size, I'll leave it to you. I would definitely go with the smallest size you have. That will be much better than just to go big size. So yeah, you don't need to go crazy just because you're trading with an analyst. Trust me. Yeah, 1785. I hope that we get there, but let's wait and see what happens at the beginning of the US session. That will be the most important thing. Which time frame you guys are entering trades? What do you mean? Like, I mean, these trades are for today only. I'm not going to be holding overnight. So after the US session starts, we'll see how the trade reacts, and then we'll figure that out later. So if you look at the stops that we have, it's not that far away from everywhere, from anything. So just try and ease up. Gold going up, man. I mean, we shorted at 1800. So let's see what happens next. Again, control your risk. Also, control your emotions. If it goes against you, there's always tomorrow. If you get stopped out, there's always tomorrow. But always makes your loss smaller than your profits. So we shall see what happens anyway from now until the beginning of the US session. It's like only 15 minutes until the beginning of the US session where we should be seeing some action. The chart that is on, it's the US 10-year yield, the bond yield. It's 15 minutes. Usually I use daily just to look at the broader outlook first, and then I'll go all the way down to 15 minutes. All right. So that's one of the ones. By the way, let's just have a look also one more time at the euro. And I would like to see the daily, or I mean, again, I mean, the one thing again, like I like Fibonacci here, is 61.8% Fibonacci, still holding, still okay, for the time being at least. So as long as we're still within the same range, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine as long as we're still not, we haven't went to any new high, or the candle's high. Why not just hedge it? Whatever goes down comes up again. I had a good tea with you in gold in Arabic FPS. I'm glad, Muhammad. Great. So glad to hear that. Yeah, so we will just keep an eye on this one for the euro at least. And let's have a look again. Let's have a look at the daily. The daily is the king of the charts. So here is what happened. So breaking of the neckline, if you want to take the neckline as this neckline, that's totally fine too. It is the same. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fifth day trying to kind of push it higher. But still, RSI is not showing any kind of like that big move. So we will wait and see. We are, as on the screen, again, we are short the euro, we are short gold, and we are buying dollar CAD. Okay? Check the screen, you will know everything. This is unable. Well, this one's saved. Okay, anyone trading stocks today by any chance? GME stock? I mean, today GME is just getting smoked, right? At least right now. I mean, have a look at this one. That's in pre-market. GME. It's at $55. It was 500 just a few days ago. Can I buy your brain? Loving it. I mean, you don't need to buy the brain. You can, I mean, we all have brains. You don't need to buy one. Let's see, what do we have here? All right, guys, it's 6:15, 6:17. We still have like 15 minutes until the US Open. So let's wait and see what happens. Moving average period apply on the chart. It's the daily move. I always use it on the daily. It's the 50, 100, and 200-day moving average. Okay. Yeah, it's Bloomberg, just Bloomberg.com. But the chart that you're seeing, it's Bloomberg Terminal, which is like a subscription, but it's a little bit more expensive. Which is you don't need it that much, as long as you know what you're doing with the charts, so you don't need the news that much. Okay, so let's take. I mean, again, the stream is going to be on until the end of the US session, so we still have another 6 hours. Okay, so you're fine. If you went away, just keep your stops, take profit also in your system, and the system should start up for you. Okay, we will take just a quick break. Now it's what, 18 minutes. We will be back like in 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. What will be the effect of the U.S. market open or trades? Let's see. But I mean, what I think is like we should be close the day in profit on the euro, on gold, at least on gold, and on the Canadian dollar. So, all right, I'm right here. I'm just going to be off mic for just a few minutes, and I'll be right back. And I'll put some music now. Okay, here's some a little bit of music, if you guys are interested. Let's see what happens. See you in a few minutes. All right. We are literally just a few minutes away. I mean, and YouTube just gave us some headaches about like, oh, this is copyright music. You can't use it. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what is it? But anyway, what do we do? Yeah, well, we actually got like good likes today. Thank you all for coming. It was actually good. But let's see if our day will be better in few minutes once it opens up. Opportunity to open trade on 1800. Yes, I mean, if you want to take the trade with us now, it's 1800.01. So you are so welcome to do so. So far, I mean, have a look at, I mean, I'm going to be looking at the 15 minutes chart. My pass windows and I'm sorry, I just couldn't read that. What are we doing here? Yeah. Let's see if the euro will be able to break that high of the previous candle. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to, but that's what we are trying to do. Gold, guys, look at the screen. Look at the screen. The all our trades are on the screen. All right, 4 minutes until the U.S. Open, and then we will figure it out what is going to happen for our trades. If we lose, we lose. If we make money, we make money. If nothing happened, let it be. But I'm a little bit more interested in the gold trade that is still safe, I guess. Let's see if the euro will be able to take that off. Oh, no, that's not actually true. I would like everybody to make money, not to lose money. I mean, I'm not here to just let people lose money, definitely not. Um, the user AKJV7744, I really can't understand what you're saying. I'm so sorry. Sir, Mary pass only $2. Hey, I really can't understand. I'm so sorry. Let's see at the opening bell what would actually happen. So the opening bell is going to be in 4 minutes. Oh, not 4 minutes, less 2 minutes, sorry. 2 minutes for the opening bell. Let's see how this is going to react. Whatever happens, you don't change the stop. Whatever happens, we don't change the stop. If we get caught and we lost today, we can make money like next week. Look at GameStop. Look at GameStop. It's 54 and crashing. Stop loss is on the screen as well. The stop loss is on the screen. I'm gonna put my stop for the euro at the where is it? Hold on 1 second. Where is our stop? 2025 is my stop on the euro. 2025. Okay. 2 seconds. There we go. Here's the open. Let's see what happens. Let's first look at the US equities open at the beginning. And let's, yeah, 120.25. So we're very close anyway, but let's have a look. So Dow Jones is up 155. S&P still, wait, oh yeah, S&P just a little bit late. 30 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ Composite Index 46 points. The stimulus is already priced in a long time ago. Forget about the stimulus now. Today is all about NFP. It's not about stimulus package. Yep, let's see. Getting very close. US COVID vaccine data. FBS is a real broker. What do you think? Oh. All right, here's the open. And 200 viewers, 10-year yields already 115. Let's see what happens next. There's almost 200 for Dow Jones. You see up, please, with what? Rico. I mean, we don't know. We will just have to watch and see when the market moves. But usually, the beginning of the session should be we should see some movements, which is already happening right now. So give it a few more minutes. But at the same time, have a look at Dow Jones. Now is up almost 200 points. So let's see. What is NFP? NFP is the non-farm payrolls. That's what it's called. It's the U.S. jobs report. You're not aware of that? Oh, okay. USD CAD impossible. How? What do you mean impossible? Yeah, I mean NFP is already out. Like when we started the stream, most of the moves happened yesterday. Correct. $1,800 is still in gold. Nothing much really is happening. Because I see US dollar yen dropping. Okay. Euro, if it breaks the 120.20, what is the next resistance area? I believe the next one will be 2043. That'll be the next one. What's Fibonacci? Fibonacci is, I mean, better to Google it, but it's retracement ratios that we look at. Each time a stock or a commodity or a currency goes up by a certain amount, usually it corrects by Fibonacci ratios, which is the 23, 38, 50, 60, 61, 61.8, and then 74. I use them, basically, I use them every day. And that's one of the reasons why I actually went short on the euro. That's why I went long also on dollar CAD and short gold. So far, profit in gold is very minimal. Euro, same. Canadian is the same. So just gonna wait and see where do we go from here. So Nasdaq direction today, as I mean, looks like we're gonna. I mean, we're already hitting new record highs. So I'm guessing this is still going to keep on going. Look at GME stock right now, crashing even lower. I mean, non-farm payroll is only once a month, the first Friday of each month. Are you British? No, I'm not actually. I'm not British. I'm not an American too. So let's hope. I mean, let's see who can get the right answer first. How about that? Where do you think I'm from? Gold broke 200 EMA daily, so next support 1760. I would love to see that, Tony. AMC crashing. Oh yeah, I mean, but AMC, I would still buy it again for a swing because they're out of what is it called, the shallow, as we say. No bankruptcy, and um, they got some funds in, so and they're like movie theaters, so I don't think so. They're gonna go bankrupt. Anyway, this is going nowhere. Euro is the same, Canadian is the same, gold is the same. So we're just gonna give it a little bit more time. Are you Canadian? No. Emirati? No. What's the results from NFP? It's already out. I mean, read the CG on the screen. The data are out. I already read in there. Nasdaq is overbought, and with the release is definitely. I mean, we can't. I can't say definitely bearish because it's still green and almost at record high. But yeah, from UAE, no, I'm not. No, I'm not Emirati actually. No. GME fundamentals were always weak. It deserved to crash. Yeah, possible. European, no. Your English accent's like British. I wouldn't say like British. I'll be saying more of American accent. If I'm gonna be British, I would be British. Abu Dhabi. I live in Abu Dhabi, yes, but I'm not Emirati. I'm not from here. Irish, no. We can make $1 million trading 5% daily of the balance for a budget of. I mean, why would you even think about a million from the beginning? Think about what can you do from 1,000. Can you do another 1,000 in a certain amount of time? Australian from European. No, I'm Syrian, sir. Maybe you are Lebanon. No, not from Lebanon. But you're close, to be honest. Okay. There's really nothing much really happening here. Aussie, mate. No, Aussie. Filipino. No, I'm not Filipino. When I come to Abu Dhabi, I will meet you. Yeah, you're welcome. Do you like Gulf life? I mean, it's nice here, minus the weather during the summertime. Um, Caribbean English island? No, Arabian. I mean, of course, I'm from the Middle East. Oh, we have a winner actually. Sameh, Jordanian, of course. Yes, I am. I'm actually Jordanian. Qatari? No, we have a winner. Sameh. Al-Itawi. I'm from Jordan. Yeah, Abra, you were late. Samih was the right. Was right. No, I'm actually Jordanian. I'm Palestinian Jordanian. Here's Ashraf too, Kevin. All right. That's kind of boring now. What is up? Nothing much is really happening. He's Jordanian living in the UAE. Yeah, that's right. Hello wa sahlan, Abra. Okay. This is really not going anywhere. Gold is still 18.2, Euro 15. But see, as long as it doesn't take the high, we're still okay. I mean, I'm okay to keep these overnight for next week as long as we don't take the high. So that's one thing. The moving averages on the chart is 50, 100, and 200. Simple moving average, but I use them on the daily chart. Barely use them on the 15. I don't use them. But yeah, as long as they don't take the high, I'm okay with keeping them overnight until next week. That's totally fine. Minus the Canadian. Canadian is very close, 92, and oil is keeps pushing higher, so it's not in favor of. Today we earned nothing on currencies so far. I mean, we're almost break even on everything, or like small loss, but we shall wait and see. On stocks, I'm actually a little bit up today, 200 something. Yeah, stop is stop loss. Correct. Yeah, the NFP so far not clear. I mean, they've never been clear. Yeah, fire keeps going. Gosh, gosh. LH. Look at that. The Google calls are gone. Bad. Oh, sorry. Fibonacci levels are draw from which time frame? I mean, I it depends. But let's say for this one, I just took the previous day, just the previous day decline from the high of the day and to the low of today, and this is when it started to turn around. 38 turned around, 50 a little bit, and then now the 60. So that's why I'm still kind of okay with this trade, but we'll have to wait and see. From now until like another hour tops, if it didn't go anywhere, I guess we should just leave it. Gold 5 minutes bolting up. I mean, I don't really like 5 minutes because it could change any moment. What's your definition of day trading, and what is the best time frame to day trade? I mean, day trade 1 minute, of course. Um, Definitely 1 minute to 15 minutes tops. Day trading is like basically you trade today and you lose, or you make money today. That's it. You don't hold overnight. You don't wait for news. You just look at charts and try to trade. That's what my definition. USD CAD should be a sell. I mean, we're long and about to get stopped out any moment at 85. So we tested that low before. 86. I think I got lucky yet. Yeah. Let's see where we are. Sorry. Where is it? Yeah, Canadian still. I mean, it's only on 1 pip now for the Canadian, but with a loss of 12 or 13 points. I mean, it will get stopped any moment. I don't say I don't see it gambling, to be honest. Day trading, no. I don't see it gambling. Okay, stopped out on dollar CAD trade. Stopped out on the dollar CAD trade. So this is no longer an active trade. Yeah, take it all out. Close trade. USD. Closed with. Right. So Canadian is no longer an active trade. So I'm going to be out. I mean, I already got my stopped out. So put it in the close trade. 13 pips stop. That's what happened for. Okay. Yeah, I stopped out too. 13 pips. Just 13. I don't want to even keep it on because, there you go. It keeps going now. See if the euro will be able to hold it. Yeah, next support for DXY. Let's have a look. That's one thing. I still have some faith in the euro. We are still already up, like we're still positive on the daily gold, or sorry, on the dollar index. If you do not yet. Oh, definitely. If you know what you're doing, that's definitely not a gamble. But most of the people gamble. Yes, that's why 90% of traders lose money. Um, yeah, I don't see it like dipping down that much or taking out yesterday's high or yesterday's low. I don't see it do that yet. So we will keep that in mind. Okay. Euro indicating, yeah, same. Yes. Keep, well, yeah. I mean, especially within these kind of days, like an unfarm or whatever, like you just try to keep um your loss as small as possible, so you don't get caught again. 25. Yeah, I just don't want to see a new high because if we go actually to a new high, this means that it can actually keep on going. So Palestinian Jordanian, yes, correct. Ayaz, Ayaz, sorry. Um, Gold 1804. 2020. Five pips and okay. Do you do options trade? I do, yeah. And is Robinhood option trading gambling and Wall Street bet retail traders are gamblers? I mean, I do options, but again, if you don't know what you're doing with options, you can get wiped out overnight, and you could be in debt even just because you had options. So, if you don't know what you're doing in options, I just prefer that you read extensively about options before going there. Regarding Robinhood, I don't trade with Robinhood. Um, and retail traders are gamblers. I wouldn't say the gamblers, but what I would say, they did the biggest mistake they've ever. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but um, the guy who talked about GameStop for the past few, he bought it when it was $14, man. But most of the people bought it when it went all the way to 200 and 300, and now all of them are in loss except the guy who posted the trade. I mean, it's very difficult. But yeah, I mean, if they are that much of a people that who has like very huge group, they can go to crypto and just trade there. Crypto, they will not have any kind of restrictions, so maybe they need to try it. But yeah, the power of what they've done, yeah, they've done pretty much a lot. I am not much of a gambler. That is why I am working to learn before throwing money at something I know nothing about. Correct. Yeah, you need to read extensively about gold. Sorry, about options. And I wouldn't actually start with options. I would basically start with currencies and then go stocks and then go options. That's how you need to make the learning first. How much do you estimate that retail traders must have lost in G? I can't actually estimate really. I really can't because I mean if hedge funds lost over 70 billion, I guess it was 70 billion somewhere. Wonder how much they actually lost. I believe they basically lost double than that for retail. Yes. I mean, go on social media and have a look. I mean, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, I lost um, all of my life savings or like mortgages or whatever." I mean, you don't just buy something that you can't afford to lose. Just don't go there. All right, so the euro failed again at 25, which is good, and gold is back to 1802. Hopefully, I would be mad today if actually dollar CAD goes up from here because that would be like touching our stop and then just go back up. Uh, yeah. So I mean, have a look. GameStop right now today is up by what 23% now, back to 60s. ALT. Wow, good job, ALT. 1500. I should start. Higher. Good. West. Ridiculous. Yeah, they are a college trader. I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were not like bad people. Definitely not. I mean, there's a lot of good people with what they're doing. Read what on Reddit or whatever, but some people just like go blind and just follow them, which is not the right way to do it. Yeah. I mean, the main guy, according to his Reddit, he's still holding. He was up $55 million and now he's down to 7 million, and he's still holding, according to what he's saying. But I mean, if you take a trade and you made 55 million, why would you stay in the market anyway? Take the 55 million, open a business, or put them in. I don't know, put them in the bank and just get interest on it, and you're done with life. But to stay and now he's losing like from 55 million to 7 million. That's stupid. Is arbitrage trading legal? And forex do these technique work on the current broker? I don't think so. It is. It used to work before. Used to work before. Do you think 119.10 is a reasonable target for the euro? Yeah. I mean, if we actually go back below 1965 today, yeah, that would be easy because 1965 is the 100-day moving average, I guess. USD CAD Euro behave as you predicted. They just stop hunting. I mean, possible. Let's see what happens. Do you think trading is fine for? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I mean, yes. I've been trading for over what 14 years now, and if it wasn't good, I mean, I don't know. I just this is. I mean, if it was, let's say, you can make money all the time, I would start like thinking about it. But if you're losing and making money at the same time, that makes it, from my point of view at least, uh, should be fine. Because the taxes will be 70% in the USA. What do you mean by not 70% taxes? Never, never been 70% tax. Or you mean for the brokers? Yeah, maybe. Can you please how the analysis going up for long trade? I mean, if you can go back in the streaming like just an hour ago, we were talking about that. So you can actually, we were talking about like why did we actually take that trade? Um, the euro is still stuck. Yes, the week is over, but yeah, I mean, have a look at this one. I mean, it just tries to. I mean, it looks like a flag to be honest here, but it's still right. Okay, they stopped. They just halted GME from trading just right now. It's on hold because it just surged. What over how much? GME. Yeah, GME is up today. I don't know how much, but it was 52. Now it's 73. It's on the left side of the screen. Look at it. Yeah. See. There's nothing called safely. You can start with whatever number, but the thing is that you need to think about like how to start building that 50. Since NFP was down, what direction would you advise for gold in what? UJ? What do you mean? Oh, dollar yen, you mean? Dollar yen, I would be more into shorting than buying. So extended already. I mean, watch GME after like few minutes when it starts to trade again. That's gonna be epic. Yeah, so we're see what happens. I again like I still have a feeling the dollar CAD might actually go up from here, but you know, cleared 61.8. I would still wait because it's still trying to. So I would still I'm gonna still wait for the euro. I mean, as long as my stop is not hit, so I'm totally fine still. So let's wait and see. I'm right here. Hold on. Gold is going to break resistance level. I don't know. Let's see. Dolian's about 13 pips from this week's high. I've seen reversal. Black pole pattern there. Okay, both sides possible breakout. Yeah. Anything on Nasdaq? Nothing actually yet. I mean, they're still up on the day. Oh, there you go. Have a look at GameStop. Have a look at the chart on the left side. It's unhalted and it keeps going again. So that's going to be interesting. Because yesterday, Robinhood, I mean, today is the first trading day where there is no restrictions on buying positions, and this thing is ripping now, $80. Oh wow! GameStop another GameStop another halt. Whoopsie. Wonder what the others are doing. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, looks like another halt. Stopping it. Yeah, look, it's up what, $30 from the beginning of the session. They stopped it again. Just I don't like this kind of letter here. Like, and it keeps trying to go for another high. But anyway, that's why my stop again. That's why my stop is at the high. I don't want to be caught by more. I don't think so. It's a bubble. I mean, we will see a major correction at some point, but it's not a bubble. What's manipulation with what? I'm not getting it. Wait, what? I'm not getting. I mean, I'm not getting your questions, guys. What the manipulation are you talking about? NFP data was released like an hour and a half ago. There you go. GME is about to get unhalted again. Yeah, 55% up. I really don't know what the price of that black label. There for the euro, if it breaks 120.20 was the next. Again, as I said, 2020, I would go with 2045. That will be the next one. Now, listen about the bubble. I mean, we've been hearing this for over 20 years now. That everything's going to crash, and okay, well, it crashed all over the world, but except the U.S. The U.S. is totally different than any other market. So, I mean, I wouldn't. CLH keeps going. Region Cruise finally. ALT also. Oh wow, Solo went all the way down. Let's see. Look, GameStop $92 now. Whoa. Okay, stopped out on the euro too. Stopped out on the euro too. What was the 15, 17 points? All right, not our day. 1 second. Hold on. Active trades. For the FX market. All right. Blow away. We still have what? So, oh wow, that's bad. Oh, thanks to Joe Biden. Biden says jobs data shows full employment is 10 years away. No wonder the dollar dumped. The new president of the United States. Yeah, we lost 17 points on. We lost 17 points on the euro and 13 on dollar CAD. I'm not sure if we should. What we should do with gold at this point. Probably keep going down. Well, that's how I like to do it. I mean, either you lose a little bit and make too much, or no, because I don't like to keep. You just keep your stops as small as possible. That's how I do it. Gold. Let's wait and see what could happen actually. The euro got stopped out, Christian. We got stopped out on 2 trades so far. We still have one more, which is gold, and currently we're down $5. So we shall see. Not my day in FX, but good day in stocks. Let's keep gold. By the way, stops on gold would stay the same, which is what? Yeah, I'll keep it at 1812. No, gold not stop out yet. Gold is at my stop is at 1812. No, based on both technical and fundamentals. Again, as I said, the euro we went short at the between the 50 and the 60 Fibonacci from yesterday's move. Here's the 30. So we got this 50 first, and then the 60 blasted back off. So that's the one. And Canadian was fundamental. I guess next week is going to be like reversed. So here's our stop, and it keeps going. So I just don't. Wait, I have open sell trade for gold. I have those on the one will 50. Well, again, keep your stop. Do not change it. I mean, you can believe with whatever you believe. That's totally fine. I might be wrong today. I might be right tomorrow. You might be wrong today, or you might be right tomorrow. So again, the most important thing, you keep your stop tight so you don't lose that much, and you don't keep all your trades running against you. Is there any chance for gold to drop? So far, we're still within the same range. So far, we are still within the same range. So let's see, where do we go? Again, GameStop halted. All right, well, my stop is ahead 1812. Let's see what happens. Well, let's see if retail traders will be able to keep up with GameStop today. Sorry. Gold on 30-minute pin bar. Let's see. 30 minutes. Yeah, well, let's see what happens next. I'm gonna keep just the 15 minutes and wait for the time being. I mean, not that much down. I mean, I would be mad if it actually like takes our stops and just go quick down. So, but let's see if gold keeps on doing what it's did right now. So we shall wait. Can you give us a quick prediction for gold for next week? Well, I mean, we are short, so obviously we are looking for another decline. And I would love to see a close this week at least, to see a close below 1800. Because if so, we're targeting this one. At least 1759, 1764, sorry. Well, let's see what happened from now. Oh, an AKD. Naked stock is going all the way. My knee pie is back down. What happens? Like, oh, oh, wow, look at that. Well, let's hope. If I mean, since we got stopped on the euro and Canadian, let's hope gold would give us some. I only sold now. Timing is important. Okay. Can you see my comments? What? ER is going down now. Yes, I can see your comments. Yes. It is still same. NDL also pushing back up. And GME is back to $72, down from 95. Is gold and euro correlated direction wise? Most likely, yeah, most of the time. And if you want the correlation exactly, um, for have a look what's the correlation now. Euro, the yeah, they're like half. They're like 50% correlated. Oh, apologies. Candlesticks, yes. I mean, they're the most important ones that you need to use. I mean, bars also good, but I mean, visually, candlesticks is the most favorite. Euro, we got stopped out already. CHF, look at that 90. Dollar Swiss doing the same thing. Way overextended, just like dollar yen. Well, here's the U.S. equities changing kind of direction, or kind of. So Dow Jones still up 35, but Nasdaq and Nasdaq Composite is now actually lower. Uh, Ready for a loss. Um, I mean, it's 80% psychology. But anyway, let's see where we're at. Bullion. I'm gonna keep just dollar here. I mean, gold. Go. GME all the way back down to Earth. 67. Okay, well, um, we're gonna stay for another maybe, but there's like no big moves anyway. So maybe we'll stay for another 30. Yeah, we stopped out on 2 trades, and there's still one more trades left. So let's hope we don't get stopped out too on it. No, guys, we're still again, we're still in the last trade, which is gold. My stop is at 1812. We got stopped out on the euro and the Canadian, and we are currently waiting on gold, which is going nowhere. All right. Nothing actually is happening. So, I'm not sure if we will keep on going, but let me read through. NFP done. I show you all. We'll hit the stop loss. You already. Okay. That's nice of you to be sure. Dollar is weak, so buy euro, gold, and don't buy gold now. Gold up. I mean, guys, it's still the 1807. Like for $2, come on, better than that. Is there a possibility of a stop trade going in the direction previously but stopped out? Well, the trend's broken. I mean, currently, again, that's the last one that we have, which is gold. And I'm going to keep the stop as it is, 1812, until the end of the session. Then we'll see if we actually get anything. But I guess from now until the end of the session is going to be very calm because it's Friday and it's almost an hour into the US session. Usually, this is what happens. Usually, it's like it dries down now. All right. Okay. Just try not to change it again. Like try not to change the stop loss again, even if you put it higher. $300% today and over $15 million last week. Oh, great. Good for you. All right, guys. I'm just going to leave the stream on the currencies page. There'll be actually a wrap for today. But we'll keep the stop for gold at 18, as I said, 1812. That will be mine. And we'll see you guys once again next week with another coverage, hopefully better than this one. Actually, no, just put it on. We'll keep it on metals. We're just watching gold. All right. I'll see you guys next week. The stream will be open, but we'll keep the metals screen open until next week. I'm out. Thanks for the analysis. Peace. Stay safe. You too.